Hi, I'm Xenowave, and today I'm going to show you how I made this sound. Okay, so before we get into it, I do suggest you throw a high shelf at around 8,000 plus hertz just for high frequency taming. It's not even by that much. Just a suggestion. I actually argue what's more important is the oversampling, because without if we draft, if we don't have any oversampling drafted, it sounds like this. Versus if you have just 2 times oversampling, it sounds like this. And I just wanted to note that this makes a huge difference, because when you render the sound, the song or whatever you're using the sound in, it'll actually, Sytrus has it defaulted to 8 times oversampling, and that sounds fine. And I just wanted to let you know that. But if you want to turn that off, you just turn this down and turn this button off, and you'll have this sound rendered. Just a note. Okay, so all right, let's get into it. So we have Unison in the Unison section. We have Unison order of 9, 100% panning, and 100% volume. I have in operator 1, I have a square wave that has been converted to sine harmonics, and I randomize phases, and I have no fundamental. And what I'm doing here actually is, let's actually take off all the FM. I'm actually distributing the pitch, the Unison pitch spread, and through the Unison index mapping, and it's over a spread of 60 cents. So that's half of that's a little bit above half of a half step. So if let's actually have a default, it'll sound like this. I think that's a little bit too detuned, but when you turn it down, watch what happens. So I have mine at 60 cents. That's just what I like. You can also just distribute it how you want. And for the phase using index mapping, I just have the same shape, but you can also change this as needed. Though I don't think it makes too much of a difference. Let's actually reset that. Okay, yeah, so it doesn't matter as much, but I'll keep it here. Alright, let's put this back on. So in operator 2, I have just a sine wave, and I have the shape on the 3rd tick, a little bit above the 3rd tick, and I have the tension right a little bit above the 5th tick. I have the skew a little bit below the middle tick, the 4th tick, and I have the sine shaper all the way up, and that's what's really helping the sound develop. So even with just operator 2 modulating operator 1, it sounds like this. Versus, and I have a ratio of 8, and I have the volume intensity at 58% if you type it in, or if you look at the hint bar, 16%, positive 16%. And I route the volume to mod X, and that's the shape. And this actually really matters, because let's actually bring the FM out. It sounds like this on its own. And if you have this timbre versus this timbre, it'll drastically affect the growl timbre itself. So like so. Hold on. Let's copy this. Okay. So yeah, that's why I place a little bit of emphasis on that. And yeah, so operator 3 is just a Xenowave on even mode. Yeah, you just put the shape on the middle tick. And I have a ratio of 4, and I have the volume nice. It's at 69% if you type it in, or it's at 38%, positive 38% if you just look at the hint bar. And I just have this shape for the volume to mod X. You can also adjust this as needed. You should yield different timbres. Okay, not too much of a difference, but still. If you mess with this knob, you'll definitely get something. And of course the ratio. I guess you could call this super modulation, huh? Yeah. Yeah. And operator 5 is just a separate sub. I have a little bit of tension on here. And I just have this shape for the volume to mod X. And so in the filter section, I have a bandstop filter sweeping down. And as it sweeps down, the resonance grows bigger. So the hole gets bigger as it goes down. And I have it on high quality flat triple mode, and I have a cutoff of 86% or 87%. And I have a resonance of 60 or 61%. And I have wave shaping on, and this is just my shape for it. And to get this shape, you just, where are you? So you start here. This is what I did. Crank that up, and I put a point here, and right click on that point and clicked on wave, and I just messed with the tension until I got that shape. Though of course I always recommend you mess with all types of wave shaper configurations. But yeah, the point of sound is to sweep this hole down, this bandstop filter, and contrast it with the next filter, which is a high pass filter, and always serialize it into the next so that the filters interact with each other. So I just have my Lime high pass as usual. I have high quality on, triple mode on, and I have a cutoff of 37% and a resonance. I have a default resonance, and I just have the cutoff route to mod X, and this is the shape. And I also have this shape for the resonance to mod X, and this just means that the high pass's resonance grows as it hits the peak of mod X. So you have a more exaggerated growly sound. And actually, here's what it sounds like with just the first two filters. But it's obviously not complete yet. So I route it, I serialize it into filter 3, which is our phaser. So I have my cherry phaser on. I have the volume route to mod X just for sound definition. And I have high quality flat and alternate triple mode for our 90 pole phaser thing, where we have in the cutoff Unison index mapping for the cutoff. This is the distribution graph, which means that each phaser is distributed accordingly to this graph. So if I have this means that this phaser, this phaser, this phaser, this phaser, this phaser, they're all closer to each other, and this phaser, this phaser, this phaser, and this phaser, they're more spread apart, literally logarithmic. So yeah, let's see what that sounds like actually. So on and so forth. And that's why we have the unison on. That's the main point of it. Because if we take off unison, that's what it sounds like. I don't like that personally. You can probably post-process that to death though, and get something cool out of it. But I like everything in the box. Anyways, I have a cutoff of 61% and just default resonance, or 50% resonance, I believe. For phasers, it starts at 0. But yeah, that's the sound. So for effects, I don't have a chorus on. I have the same volume envelope as well for between the sub, filter 3, and FX. And for the delay, I have 26% feedback, 4 milliseconds for the delay time, and 3.3 milliseconds to the right. And I have 50% volume for the volume of the delay. And I have ping pong on. That really helps the stereo imaging of it. So I turn this off, and if I actually turn this off, it sounds mono as hell. So with the panning on and the effects on, huge difference. Love to see it. Okay, and yeah, that's the sound. If you have any questions, let me know. Oh well, this is the better. That's what you'll be getting when you render it, approximately. Okay, yeah. If you have any questions, let me know, and have an awesome day.